Hello everybody, 'tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Thursday, September the 26th, 2013. Seems like the government's up to their antics again. There's a lot of distractions going on in the world. Syria. Why do we even care about Syria? But see, that's a distraction. We've had a, was there that mall shooting? I think in Kenya. See, this is why we should give up our guns, right? Oh, but of course Obama's going to arm the rebels with assault weapons, but he wants to take ours away. It's more of a distraction. Oh, and the Navy Yard killing, once again. On American soil, on an American military installation, we have unarmed soldiers. I mean, what message does that send to Al-Qaeda and all the rest of the terrorist groups? Hey, if you can get in America, you can go on their military bases. They can't do nothing about it. Is the image getting a little bit clearer? You know, Obamacare. We're about to run out of money again, so we're going to have to raise the debt ceiling. It's a circus. We got bozos running the show here. Do you feel frustrated? See, I really don't have an answer other than you just got to do what's best for you to survive and take care of yourself. Because it just seems like it's crazy out there. You know, more scandals are being uncovered. You know, more secrets are being leaked. I mean, why do we have these secrets in the first place? And then on the prepping front, just living front, if you look at it, look what happened to Colorado, floods. Look at the government response there. And the wildfires. And then bees are dying. If we don't have bees, then a lot of the crops can't get pollinated. If they don't get pollinated, there's no food. If there's no food, we got hungry folks. Got hungry folks, well, that's going to be some civil unrest. Oh, speaking of hungry folks, they're going to take away some billions of dollars from food stamps. But it's just all, watch this hand, but, you know, I'm going to do something with this hand. It's just smoke and mirrors. I mean, the country is basically just coming apart at the seams. It's just getting ripped and shredded. We have these places where you're not supposed to take a weapon. Well, it just becomes a killing zone for the crazies. Because you see, every time there is a mass shooting, a mass murder, they usually want to come after the guns. But see, that's not the real issue. Because responsible gun owners aren't the ones doing the killing. It's usually people that have a history of mental illness. So the real problem is that we have too many mentally ill people running around out there who can obtain weapons. See, here in Oregon, to get a concealed weapons permit, they do a criminal background check, and they also do a mental health background check. See, the solutions are there, and in some cases they've already been implemented. We've got the laws, but sometimes they're just not enforced. I mean, we've got a president who, if he doesn't like a law, he just writes an executive order. If he doesn't like the way the Constitution's written, he just writes an executive order. If he doesn't like what Congress is doing, he just writes an executive order. We have tyranny. I've talked about it before. This isn't news. But when I go into town and I see people going about their business, and I sometimes might be sitting there and you hear people talking, I don't hear any outrage. I feel like we're a bunch of frogs in a pot, and Obama and the rest are just turning the heat up just a little bit. And we're all going to boil to death. Because nobody realizes we're in this pot and that the temperature's increasing. And you see, a lot of times, you guys know I talk about stuff hitting the fan. I'm not really one of those doomsday types. But, you see, a lot of people think there's going to be this big event, like a solar flare, or an earthquake or tsunami, or like a flood that like happened in Denver. But you see, sometimes it can be something that's just slow and progressive, and the next thing you know, you didn't notice it. It's kind of like getting fat. 1 pound at a time. You don't notice it. Then all of a sudden, pants are a little snug. You can't button the shirt. And you look and you get on the scale and you're like 50 pounds overweight. How did that happen? 1 pound at a time. And that's what's going to happen, I think, how this country is just going to finally just crumble, implode, because you're just going to keep adding things, little by little. It's just like the straw that broke the camel's back. And for those of you who are aware, you can see it's happening. You can see the slow degradation in lifestyle. Gas prices inching up, food prices inching up, medical costs inching up, insurance inching up, utilities inching up. Meanwhile, things like consumer electronics price goes down. Funny thing though, those fancy tennis shoes that cost $3 to make overseas and sell for $150 or more here, seems to be a booming business. That's why I wonder about the economy. Is it really that bad? Is the overall economy really that bad? I know if you don't have a job and you can't find a job, your personal economy is bad. And some of the stores are going out of business, so their economy's bad. But the economy, I don't know, it just seems to keep rolling along. But then again, that could be because the government keeps printing money. Was it a few billion a day or something? Or a week, I forget what the actual number is. But they just keep printing the money, and the money's flowing out there to certain places. And that's what it is. It's just all about money. And our congressmen, they have the town hall meetings, like I said the other day, and they beat their chest. They say, I'm trying to do best for you, my constituents, so vote for me again. I mean, it's all those other guys from those other states. They're the bad guys. They're the reason that Congress can't get anything done. But me, I'm working hard for you, so vote for me. But then, of course, the guy in the neighboring states pointing down here saying, yeah, see, I'm working hard for people up here. It's that guy down there, south. He's the guy. He's the reason we're not getting anywhere. So once again, it's just, the clowns are running the circus. I guess I'm repeating myself. But you see, it's because it keeps cycling around and around and around. Basically, it's just like a toilet's just going to go down the drain. And this country's going to go down the drain and it's going to flush us. And unfortunately, it might be on my watch. In other words, what have I been doing in 50 plus years? I've circled the sun. Sitting by, I guess, watching. But, I write letters to the editors. I go to public meetings and speak out. I talk to my friends and whoever will listen. But is that enough? Probably not. So, what are we going to do? I guess we're just going to take it till we can't take it anymore. So, in the meantime, since I guess there's not enough of us, you need to wake up somebody. Wake up your neighbor, wake up a family member, and tell them to wake up. Smell the tyranny.